Well, I thought I'd do a quick update on this RC. So I charged up the battery. Let's turn it on. So it does that, but if it was turning earlier. Oh yeah, see? There we go. We'll turn the one way. It'll turn both. Anyways, it doesn't really throttle. Anyways, I do know that the motor does get power, obviously, but I'm not doing, when it's running away like that, I'm not actually doing it. See, I don't even have my hand on the trigger. So what you saw in the video was where I'm starting with. I charged up the battery that came with this one. One of them, because I got 5, remember, one of them, the wiring burned up around the electrical harness, and the other 3 do the same thing. So now I need to decide what I'm gonna do. I have several different options, and remember, I have $4 in these RCs because I was thinking I was just buying this one for 20 bucks, and I got 5 of them. So I've basically got a $4 RC here. So you know, the motor runs, the steering servo runs. So either the battery is probably old and is probably not a very good one to begin with. There is a possibility of the receiver being bad, because I was looking up receivers for the one that was burned up, and they don't use this style of plug anymore. The new ones use a style of plug like this. Something else I found out, so I bought this other RC a while ago without a remote, because I was thinking I was going to kind of build it into what I wanted, and I guess I'm going to. But it has a different body on it, and I started looking into it. You see, it's a Revolution Forge. I started looking into this, and this is the frame to it, and notice the rims. Here's the frame to this one, and the rims. I mean, they're the exact same thing. This Revolution Forge is the reason why I have the different plug, so I can kind of see. And then, like I said, I was looking at the receivers online, because you can still get parts for these things, and I was looking for the receivers online, and I noticed they changed the plug style on them. One thing I will point out, and this is kind of why I wanted one and why I was willing to take a gamble on this, is I love this encasing. Not that it does anything, it doesn't waterproof it. About the only thing it does is it's a fancy battery holder, because I can put this in here. You know, if I had it plugged in, if I put it in there, your battery is all nice and encased, but otherwise it doesn't do anything. But I thought, for as cheap as they were, you know, I thought that was kind of a cool design to them. So like I said, with that other one, I was originally deciding to, I was going to wire in a remote, because really RC, especially these electronic ones, aren't that hard. What I didn't know was that I knew when 5 of these showed up that there was probably something wrong with at least 4 of them. Maybe all 5, and I guess there is with all 5 because I don't have a working battery. But I can source the battery for this one with this plug-in still. So I can either take the gamble on that, which is it's like $12 a battery, which isn't that big of a deal. And I actually have, I have the one that came with this one, which I'm going to try. And don't worry, I am very safe about this. I've got an ammo box, and I charge them up away from my place. And I put them on bricks. So I try to be as safe as possible so I don't start a fire with these batteries. And I store them in the ammo box. That bad one will go back in the ammo box when I'm done with this video. But I'm thinking I got 3 that'll fit this one. I don't have any that'll fit the other one right now. But I'm thinking I'm going to go to charging the 3 up for this one. And I'm going to see if the remote will connect, because I also found out that the one remote will connect to the other 4 that are working. They don't have different signals, so that's good or bad. I'm assuming it'll work for this one too, but I don't know. And I also looked it up on Amazon. It's not terribly expensive to buy parts. I would probably start with the battery and the battery wiring to the motors first. I also would consider changing out the receivers, just because the remotes to these are pretty cheap, and if you saw the receivers, it's very basic. It's just a circuit board. So yeah, that's kind of an update on these RCs. I'm not anywhere where I can actually use them. I am exploring my options. I really only need 1 of these, but I was thinking that if I could get 5, or, well, counting this one, 6 of them working, and I could always sell the other 5. So, but first I got to figure out a game plan for getting at least 1 to run. So that's where I'm at right now on it. I'm sure I'll have other videos coming out as I move along with these, because I do plan on working on these. So anyways, have a good night.